then truly we are lost. Without Emasco, there is no speaker. There is no way forward.
Perhaps. Or perhaps we acknowledge a simple truth. We are currently the government. We decide what happens from here.
You dare speak of treason? Heresy!
I speak of survival.
Please, calm down, both of you.
This is not a time to be calm or sit idly by. This is a time for action. We, the three of us, are the High Council. All of House Varun looks to us for guidance. We should provide it.
Yes, Jamal is right. We would have to name a new speaker.
Malabor, you cannot possibly be considering this madness. We do not have that kind of authority. It is not within our power.
But Lovek, it can be. We can decide that right here, right now. We can carve a path forward for House Varun. Or else, we can sit by and watch all that we have built crumble around us.
And what assurance do I have that the two of you are not just looking to usurp power for yourselves?
Then we let the Vindicator decide. And we have a herald here as a witness.
Alright, welcome back everybody. We're trying to jump back into another episode of Starfield. Yes, I know. I can't get up off of this game, I tell you. So we're going to jump back in. We just saved Dazra at the expense of Anaxo Varun and the Citadel. His plan was trash. He was going to send those vortex beings all across the settled systems as an attack force. The most elite, dominant, and indestructible attack force ever.
Just because the governor's office is right there on the main level doesn't mean it's not secure.
So and at the end of the last one, we were trying to find this one place, and I think we actually have to go down to the Marine barracks. So it wasn't actually down where the miners were, but down below where the Marine barracks are. So we just have to figure out where that is. Let's go down this way.
Hey, I haven't seen you around here. Best not be looking for trouble, right?
Right,
I've
and
seen some karate videos.
okay. Alright, that's the living quarters. Sorry. Let me close that, okay? Oh, there's still...
Do you ever get songs stuck in your head? Sometimes.
Sometimes.
I have to make up my own songs just to get rid of them.
Okay, so this is where we kind of wanted to go. Let's see if we can find the Marine barracks. Right there. This guy. This guy right here. Okay, guys, this is a brand new quest. Crater 87.
Just to make this clear, I don't exist, and we never talked. I don't have time to explain. Just listen to what I have to say. You are the new girl from the minor Bacteria.
So you work for Argos Extractors?
You really don't know me. Good. I investigate lost cargo for our company. In this case, we lost a shuttle. I need someone like you and your ship to find out what happened. Can you help?
What is the shuttle, right? What do you mean losing the ship? Was it destroyed?
No, this is where the story does not make sense. The ship disappeared for weeks, only to reappear in a place where it should not be.
Okay. All right. Look, I'm kind of in, but I'm going to need more details.
So, the short version. Several weeks back, the shuttle left one of our crater sites.
Okay.
It should have appeared at Sidonia within 2 hours. However, it just disappeared. Now it is circling around Pluto in a decaying orbit. I need someone to fly me to the ship so I can investigate what happened.
Oh, so this is taking you to the ship, huh? All right. So real quick, so what if somebody just parked it there to try to hide it so nobody could see it?
Park it on the far side of Pluto. No one would look for a missing ship there. So, it did not get on an escape trajectory on its own.
Okay. All right. Now, how could a ship disappear without even being detected by anyone? You know, Mars, you know, any satellite. What are we doing here?
Mars is plastered with seismic sensors and satellites. The ship crash would have been detected.
Mm-hmm.
And just parking it in orbit would have been detected. Not even a duck can quack on Mars without sensors finding it. You know what a duck was. Extinct old Earth bird, white feathers,
Yeah,
yellow beak.
I know.
Or was that a goose?
Same. Doesn't matter. Duck, goose. Come on.
So where was I?
Same family. Mm-hmm. All right. So the pirate attack on Vectura, could that be related to this?
See, that's the thing. You got attacked by pirates. That makes it unlikely you were in on the disappearance. You're the only new employee from that day on Vectura. And if my suspicion is true, the pirates may have someone on the inside. Here's the offer. I'll pay 7,000 up front, and another 7,000 after this is over. You in?
All right. Well, I don't need the money, but yeah, I'm in.
Then we have a deal. Meet me tomorrow at the spaceport.
Can't we just leave now? Really? Did you just shrink? And what are you doing over there? Okay. Tomorrow at the spaceport.
Apparently that's the law.
Gotta wait 24 hours in Sidonia. Do I have a house here? Is that Emily? I can't even say her name right. Emily. Okay. There we go. Okay. What is this? Oh. Alright. Well, we can sleep on our ship. What am I talking about? Duh. Wait, do we have room to sleep on our ship? Because it's overly populated. Oh, I have a captain's quarters. I think.
My buddy Mitch keeps asking if I can help him out with something, but I just...
Alright, another quest.
Sidonia can have a depressing effect on some people. Make sure to get yourself help.
Sidonia doesn't depress me at all. And tell you the truth, I should really consider doing Emily's quest. Maybe that will fix the fact that she's attached to us by the hip right now. All right, let's go. Whoops. Look, Mom, no hands. Alright, so we're gonna go take a nap. I really gotta get the light fixed in here. What in the world is going on here? Alright. So we just happen to have the one ship in the known universe that doesn't have a light in the landing bay. Okay, let's see. Where are we? Okay.
Hey, you need something?
Yeah, a captain's quarters. What? What? Did I do that? Is this what I made? Oh my goodness. Oh no. I have completely overestimated. Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. Does that go up? Okay. If anybody's in the bed, they're getting out. Oh, there's bunks. All right. I have no idea what time it's going to be. They said 24 hours. I'll have to get up, eat something. Whoa, what are you doing over there in the corner, Missy? I am malnourished and dehydrated. Alright, so 1936. So 7:36 is the time. I think if I slept 10 more hours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10, yeah. I hate doing that. Because I just want to live my life, man. I don't want to sleep it away. You know how much could happen in that amount of time? What it should say is you're thirsty and you're hungry, not malnourished. All right, let's have some jerky and some alien tea. All right. I don't know. She kind of was mean mugging me as she walked by. What was up with that? All right, let's see. Let's get some of these resources put away. Some of this miscellaneous stuff too. And antique submarine clock. We still got 1K of med packs. It just seems like kind of excessive. And then 50 of these guys. Seems excessive. No. Alright, alright, alright. He's supposed to meet me at the spaceport.
I want to say thank you for everything you did in Dazra. As members of Constellation, it's our job to explore distant worlds, but it's sometimes unclear what responsibilities we hold beyond that. You saw a city in need, and made the difficult decision to intercede rather than observe. For that, you should be commended.
You know, I wasn't attempting to really be a savior or anything. I just did what felt right.
That may be, but when called into service, you did what was necessary. That's
did.
something to be admired. In any case, I'm thankful the Council held you in such high regard. For the representatives to entrust you with so much responsibility, from choosing a leader to stopping the Serpent's Crusade is, well, unprecedented. But when called into service, you did what was necessary. That's something to be admired. I would like to pick your brain, however, regarding your choice of speaker. Call it intellectual curiosity.
Yeah, that's
Tell me, what influenced your decision to advocate for House Dilkef?
I'm going to say, because I agree here, of all the representatives, Mac was the most even-tempered, right? And not really. Seemed the most level-headed of the three houses. That is true. Seemed the best of three lackluster choices. What was your opinion of House Ducaf?
They're bureaucratic, measured, and exacting.
That's mine
Whereas
too.
Constellation is a much different organization, outside of maybe, say, Walter. In the short term, I worry they'll struggle to move things along. In the long term, rules and regulations may serve them well.
They need rules and regulations there. I'm gonna say Dolkef was seeing the most. Okay, was Hazmak the last guy we talked to? And of course, okay. So, what's her name was Shady from Kadik, right? She was Shady, so there was no way. And then the one guy from the Vithal, he was such a hothead, and so oh my gosh, right over the top that he just wasn't gonna make it. So yeah.
Yes. If nothing else, I can't imagine them making rash decisions. Regardless, you did your best to navigate rough seas, both practically and politically.
Yeah.
And with the immediate threat taken care of, one hopes that Dazra will look forward to a brighter future.
Well, better than one they just had. It's just, think about it. What's his name had his own son killed, and then House Kadik was doing business with the Zealots, and the whatever that lady's position was wanted me to kill all of the hostages. And then if it wasn't glitched out, I ended up doing it because the quest was glitched. But if it wasn't, holy cow, kill all the hostages. That was their answer. So yeah, it was the lesser of three evils.
Everything okay? You've suddenly gone quiet.
No, I was losing my voice and talking. Okay, well, until the next experiment goes wrong, anyway, right?
Hopefully they will learn from the mistakes of the past. And that requires teaching the next generation those hard lessons. In any case, I would call this mission a resounding success. I feel we have a better understanding of House Varun's culture and politics, and the galaxy is just a tiny bit less hostile as a result.
Still got the zealots. Still got the zealots out there.
The people of Dasra owe you a great deal for saving them. If only more in the settled system shared that view. But history is what it is. After several generations, it will be a massive change to not have a Varun as speaker. But now, House Dulkef will take control.
What do you think about House Dulkef?
They seem deliberate.
Yes, precise.
Hopefully that can restore some stability with enough time.
You need that. Here's my thinking. The way that House Dulkef is built, through their diligence and the way they go about things, it's just what your people need right now. They stop flailing away and let's get down to business and do things the right way.
It is certainly a solid foundation on which to build House Varun's future. Thankfully, this transfer of power comes at a time of peace. You were right to vote against the Crusade.
What do you think about the Crusade?
It would cause turmoil in the settled systems, and would put the people of Dasra at risk when they have had but a moment to breathe. I am glad it is not something to worry about right now.
Yeah. War brings out the worst in everybody.
Indeed it does. There's no guarantee that it will not happen again in the future, but at least you have prevented it for now.
That's right.
No matter what, the path ahead will be difficult. But at least there still is a path, thanks to your actions.
You were there
I suppose
too.
It is time to see what other adventures await us.
Yeah. But you were there too. Don't forget that. Everybody's forgetting the fact that I didn't do it by myself. I mean, sometimes it felt like it, but gosh darn it, I wasn't by myself. All right, let's go find this guy.
Greetings, Captain.
Wait 24 hours. You mean 22's not close enough? What's this? Dennis Varen, what are you doing out here?
This equipment will be good for you and me. You'll see. Big payouts for everyone involved.
Hey, welcome to the Sidonia Trade Authority.
What do you got? Oh, remember we saw the note on the table. They were like, Dennis wrote him and said, "Hey man, what are you doing tonight? If you want, we can go out and we can watch the ships land." That's what they're doing. Oh my gosh. They're literally out just hanging out, man. Just chilling. I'm gonna watch the ships land right now. Guys, there aren't that many. As a matter of fact, honestly, there aren't any. But hey, you guys do you, man. You be good. Holy cow, that is like, I gotta be honest with you. That mod, man, I don't like it. Well, because it makes everything else extremely difficult because it gives them lives. But look, clear evidence of them living their lives. Holy cow. That is crazy. Just out, just chilling. You can't get over that. Wait, what's this? What's this? We gotta go see this guy. Is this the red guy? The man from Argos. Hey.
Let's talk tomorrow.
Okay, if my booty didn't look so good right there, I'd be pissed. It's like, dude, seriously? You couldn't have had a plus or minus on the timer?
Let's talk tomorrow.
Give us a nice little open window. All right, man, I'm just gonna stand here then for 2 hours, okay? And then if I'm late, you got to pay for it, okay? I don't know how to wait. Anybody know how to wait? I'm thinking no.
Yes?
All right, don't worry. I'm gonna come down to Andromos once this is over and talk to you. So next episode, we will be doing your mission. You have tagged along where you haven't been invited way too long now, okay? That's a cool suit, though. Hopefully it protects you. This, about to say, did Sarah just, is it, who are you? Andrasia. Did Andrasia just walk, I was going to say, did she just walk off the edge? Just walked off the edge of the world. All right, so we got to find something to do for an hour. And time don't fly like that. Oh, dang. Mistakes happen. All right, there we go. First things we're going to do is we almost got 1K of weapons in our cargo hold. It's time to start just getting rid of. Oh, and there we go. I got rid of about 100 kilos of weapons. How do I wait? That ain't it. That ain't it. I don't know how to wait. I bet I have to sit somewhere and then hit the button to wait. Seriously, no one can fix the daggone lights? I think I need a new cargo bay, not cargo bay, landing bay. Ooh, sit. Wait, there you go. 2 hours. Auto saving. Yeah, this is how I look at work. That's kind of a joke, but not really. All right. Let's see what it says. Wait 24 hours. I should have paid attention to the time. I'm gonna wait 1 more hour. I know. So must stay up late reading under the covers. Oh, okay. Just 1 more hour. Alright, I'm dehydrated, and now it tells me to meet the man from Argos. Alright, first things first. We are thirsty. Wrong one. Get some boba tea in us. That's because I've changed it so that food lasts 4 hours and drinks last 2.
Captain Brooks, greetings.
Greetings.
Romans could not have known that even the air on Mars tastes like blood. That iron oxide metal taste gets through all their filters. After some time you get used to it. spent most of my life on Mars. I can only tell a difference when I'm on a ship. It's nice watching ships fall out of the sky. The shockwave, braking thrusters lighting up. Makes you appreciate the violence required to fight gravity. Gravity. She's unforgiving and always wants her money back. Unless you can pay for it with engine thrust. So, where was I? Here are the mission details. The John C. took off from a crater site heading to Sidonia. Suborbital flight, a few hundred kilometers. It would climb out of the atmosphere, then descend back to the surface. Now it is in an orbit around Pluto. What does that tell you?
That far out means maybe that it went for escape velocity, but was caught in Pluto's orbit. Could.
Why would someone set a ship to escape velocity to leave the solar system? And we'll find out when we get there. I'll get the position of the Jonesy when we get in your ship. One thing before I board. I will be a passenger on your ship for the duration of the flight. If we get boarded by pirates, I will not fight. I will hide in the broom closet if I have to. So, with that in mind, permission to come on board.
Wait. We're going to get attacked by pirates? Why would pirates attack us when they would normally wouldn't? What are you bringing on my ship, mister? Yes.
See you on the ship.
Don't need to fast travel. I'm right here. What took you guys so long?
Hey, what's going on?
Alright, so he's made himself very conspicuous.
Yes, the coordinates. The Jonesy is probably 5,000 kilometers in an elliptic orbit around Pluto. The decaying orbit, so the Jonesy will eventually crash on Pluto. We should not waste too much time.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
There she is. She looks dead in the water. Hull appears to be... The radio's dead, or the person on the other side is dead. I think we may have to use an override code to break the docking safety. 1 second, let me get the card with the code on it. Where did I put that thing? You would think these mining suits have easy-to-reach pockets. Found it. Here we go. X H 0 0 0 3 8 9 and hit accept. Not accepted. Why? Did I read the card wrong? Was it 3 or 4 zeros? Oh, the card is upside down. 6 8 E 0 0 0 H X. Accepted. The docking ring should be responsive now.
Alright. Come on, Emily, get out the way. All right, wait for the man from Argos to complete the investigation. Okay. Emily.
Captain Brooks, hello. I am satisfied to see that you survived your most recent sleep cycle.
Emily, all right, we gotta go. You know, I am happy. Holy cow. What's up with all the drinks? Looks like a party was going on in here. Uh-oh. A little Cobb X, a little Neurojack, a little Infantry Alpha, nothing major. Alright, inaccessible. Mm-hmm. Ladies. Ladies. Alright.
Standard complement of 2 suit racks for the pilot and co-pilot. 1 suit missing. And Jonesy this far out. Abandoned like that. One of the nicest ferry shuttles in the Argos monster. The orbit is decaying, so she will end up as a shooting star in Pluto's atmosphere. Let's take a close look at the suit. Let's look at you, Mr. Mining Suit. What is your story? You see, this mining suit model has been around forever. Reinforced metal plates, box-shaped weapon. This particular suit was likely used in mining around Mars, involving explosives. Look at the dense, high-velocity impacts from rock fragments. People don't realize how dangerous mining on Mars is. Rock fragments with detonations, low gravity, high acceleration. In a tunnel made of rock, these fragments don't stop until they hit something soft.
Good. Where are you going, bud?
See the display?
Mm-hmm.
Crate 87. Out of all places. Why does it have to be Crate 87?
Mm-hmm. Crater 87, there's a problem. Could it be Space's Bermuda Triangle?
Let's see. This appears to be a pilot. Looks like he ran out of the cockpit and sealed the airlock. Possible electrical fire. You look like someone who's been around violence and corpses in space. Check out the corpse. What do you think?
Alright, so medicine and spacesuit design. Alright, with your extensive knowledge about medicine and spacesuits, you are able to determine the corpse has been dead for weeks, and it appears to be too desiccated to have been in this condition from whatever happened on the ship. Interesting. Furthermore, the spacesuit is sealed tight, so the corpse was not exposed to any decaying processes outside of the suit. Okay.
What do you think?
Alright. So he was dead before he got on the shuttle, and before the suit was sealed.
So the corpse was placed.
Yes.
Shuttle takes off from the Crate 87. Heads for Sidonia. Never arrives. Shows up near Pluto weeks later. 1 man on board. Tell me, Jonesy, why are you so far away from where you should be? Can't be pirates this far out. Why? Oh, makes sense. Evacuation. There was a dust storm approaching Crater 87. Headquarters ordered the crew to seal the station and evacuate to Sidonia. We have to get to Crater 87. Let's get back to your ship.
You sounded concerned about Crater 87. What's going on there?
So, 5 months earlier, one of the prospectors went out with the Rev 8 to check out a deposit kilometers away. He never came back. Search party found the Rev 8, emergency supplies untouched. A man can only get so far on Mars. So, we don't find the corpse. It is hard to hide a corpse in an atmosphere that doesn't decay bodies. We look with satellites, send Model A's. After some time, we stopped searching. Then, 3 weeks later, guys walking on a landing pad report seeing a human shape in the distance. Just standing there, watching, always before sunrise.
Okay, sounds like the place is haunted.
I don't believe in ghosts, and there's no wildlife on Mars. Being out there in the red dust, only hearing your own breathing for hours, you start seeing shapes in the dark.
Alright. Heck yeah, we're taking this stuff. Why would we leave it? This ship is about to crash into Pluto and cause its own crater. So why wouldn't we take whatever's not nailed down? They won't mind. We'll put it to good use in their name. What is this? Alright. Did the other guy already go? Oh, he knew I was looting, so he didn't want to disturb me. I understand. Oh, wait. Don't want to miss out on the jackpot.
Undocking complete, Captain.
All right. Fly to Crater 87.
Landing site locked. Take us in.
Our ship is trapped here. Let's get thoughts.
Let's check the main entrance.
Oh, there he is. Yeah. Okay, let's go back.
Check this out. You see the plating? Classic old school radiation plating. This place appears to be over 80 years. They switched to integrated systems later. Let's check the airlock. It's probably sealed shut.
You want me to find a way inside?
There's probably only two ways in. This airlock or the flight deck cargo elevator. Both are sealed. The one external override would be in the Loadmaster's office. I think it's that small building over there. Yes, that should be our way in. However, that will be sealed too. Let's see. Yeah, that should work.
What should work?
Hatches. There should be a maintenance tunnel connecting to the Loadmaster's office. The entrance hatch should be somewhere on the flight deck. However, the hatch itself is likely sealed. External access point would require a separate power supply. Which means you have to find power cells to open the hatch. See if you can find power cells somewhere on the outside. Look for a shed or something with a roof. These things normally are not stored in the open.
Oh, like this shed over here? Right here, conveniently, probably next to the hatches? Huh? Like that? Oh, shoot. Now we gotta find a way in. Oh, sure. Put the door on the other side. So we gotta go all the way down to the other end. Alright, let's first person this for a minute. Alright. No entry. Okay. So, is this what we were talking about? So we gotta find a way. It's telling us it wants us in here, right? Alright. Okay. Ooh. Are you loose? No, you're not. Do we have to shoot our way in? Okay, wait a minute. Maybe I'm misunderstanding. I know. Hatch. Sealed. There needs the power cell needs to be. Switch. Power cell. Okay. So what he's trying to tell us is that inside here, there may be a power cell. But unfortunately, unless I'm missing a key thing here, this isn't going to open. So no entry. So what we got to do is run around and look in one of these shacks. And hope there's a way. Okay. All right. Okay. I can't. Is that the only shack? Really? Okay. And then, can you really call it a shack? But there needs to be something, some way in, right? Okay, when you look in here, and I'm gonna look real quick just to see. Look, all right. So what he's telling us, and it's just not clear, right? That's our ultimate goal. That's our end goal, to get in there, right? But we have to find a battery for this guy. And it may be what I've done is confuse that for a shack, but instead, what he's telling us is that around here somewhere is a shack that contains batteries. Problem is, I don't see any shack containing a battery. You know what I mean? That is not our shack. Maybe. Ooh, good thing I came out here though. Rewarded for being lost and unawares. In video games, you have so much freedom and sheer willingness to do the stupid. Okay, bro. Whoa. Can I get down? Okay, thank you. Gosh darn it. Can I get down? Thank you. Battery? Well, we're not really looking for a battery. We're looking for a power cell. And I just don't happen to have one on me. Every life would be much simpler if I had one on me. But more than likely, it would probably call for extra special battery cell that only is found at point whatever. Alright, we gotta get out of here. How are we gonna do that? Okay, that was much easier than expected. Alright. Broham, I'm not finding anything, man. We just want a power cell, man. We just want a power cell. See, look, right there. You see the hatch? Hatch in the back. So I think we need to go down the hatch and come up that hatch, right? But first things first. We need to find the battery. So, up here. And we've already come up here once, right? Help me out here. Didn't we come up here once? Oh my goodness. I'm on top of the world. Alright, let's look. Can I shoot that guy? I sure can. Bringing me all the way out here. Do you see any shacks? I don't see any shacks. It would be awesome if I was up here and then all of a sudden I saw a little building. Like, not that it would be awesome that it'd be over there, but it would be that like we could get to. Yellow. Find a way into the Loadmaster's office. See, the problem is the map and that power cells usually are stored under a roofed area. Then I should find a hatch to a tunnel connected to the Loadmaster's office. Okay, so we just need to find a roof. An area with a roof on it. Andresia's giving up. She's like, I ain't running all over the place like that. You let me know when you find something. And I'm like, I sure will. But right now, oop. Yeah, nothing. Closest thing we got to a roof is nothing. Oh, there's a thing right there. I don't want to go. I'm not going to jump all the way over there. That doesn't make sense. Makes absolutely little sense to put something all the way over there. Uh-huh. See, it would make sense if it was there, right? If it had been down there, that would have kind of made sense. I'm gonna go one more time. Nothing there. And none of these things open up. Nothing there. And then we go there. Oh, wait. Storage container with nothing. Nothing. Oh my God. And I just locked myself in. Good job. Good job. All right. Well done. Well done. All right. Okay. Can I get over? Nope. Go down. Go down. All right. Up. Right there. Another? No. Nothing. Okay. Okay. You have one. All right. Cannot open those. What's that do? Apparently nothing. What's this do? Oh wait. Nothing. And then since this is a no-go, okay. Oh, look. There's somebody dead in there. There's a dead person right there. Right there. YOLO. Okay. In truth, there should not be any batteries out here. This was not the way I was planning on going, but it works just the same. All right. And everything was going so well up until this point. I mean, granted, I did have to forgive. Alright, is that just the methane thing? So at what point do we just come tumbling, crashing, bumbling back to Earth? Did we land on the shack? Dude, how'd you get that open, man? Dude.
The chances of getting killed by growth are very low. But never zero. Easier to blend in on Sidonia. I don't want evidence to disappear because I'm recognized as an investigator.
Okay. Dude, how'd you get this open? And then you sent me on a wild goose chase and you got this open. Let's go, man. Hey, Andresia. Yeah, I'm a little...
You have made a grave mistake.
What was that? What in the world? What was that? Wait, hold on. A portable cataxi. Seriously? What's with all the dirt inside?
Why do they even try?
I know, right? They don't know they got Andresia to face here. What in the world? Well, that explains how all the cups got all over the place. These guys don't even clean up after themselves. Officers Relic Grendel, okay. Alright. We're not done yet. Hold on. Hold on. Seriously? Seriously? Alright. We went in there. How'd I get in there? I went in there. Can I? There we go. Let's see what you got on there. Anything good? Nope, nothing good. All right. Just wasted my ingenuity. Let's see. We'll take the whiskey, the Chardonnay. All right. Ooh. Okay. I'm not even gonna ask how you got in here. All right. All right. This done showed me up. That's all I'm just saying. Come on now. All right, a little 5K. Look at that, 30K. Already what more than double what he was offering for the job, and you got me in goose chase, and I didn't get nothing from that. What's up with that? What's going on here? All right, got me on a wild goose chase, looking for my own tail. Sad part is I hadn't found it yet. Oh my god. Hasn't even acknowledged that. Hey, yo, maybe. Are you kidding? You're kidding. Okay. All right. All right. You know what? Sometimes you overthink stuff. Okay. It happens to everybody. Okay? Sometimes you have to sit back and you have to understand that sometimes thoughts are hard, words are hard. Oh my goodness! Why is this guy following me? Why is he like determined to come after me? There's others. Broham. Broham, come on now. Seriously. Why me? Thank you, ladies. Holy cow. Let's check this place out. And then why is Brother Ham? Why isn't Broham? Oh, dang blasted. How come he hasn't made his way in yet? Okay. So my plan is to test if I can cut through that hive material. I will first see if it works on the small hive under the maintenance bay. As long as I stay away from the main elevator shaft, they should leave me alone. I don't think these things are stowaways from cargo. I count at least 3 different species. Somebody done FAFO'd big time. Okay, my plan did not work out as expected. It appears these things congregate around the main elevator. The material has virtually filled out the main staircase. I managed to cut a path through it to the laboratory. Still have some supplies in the broom closet. We'll wait for nightfall, then sneak it down to the laboratory break room. That room has bullet and explosion-proof glass. The engineer wanted to clear a path through the hive growth below the maintenance bay. I don't think he got through. The office manager barricaded himself in the storage warehouse. This may solve 2 problems for me. These things appear distracted. Unlock broom closet. Bob's personal override active. Broom closet unlocked. Broom closet. Before we go out there. Yes. Alright, no. Janitor. Alright, broom closet. Alright, some shrapnel, paramours. Alright. Oh gosh, I didn't need 50 trauma packs. Oh, always gonna use some Merlot though. Come on now. Come on now. Right? Yeah. Well, suffice it to say I don't drink actually. Whoa. And I'm walking right in it. Why? Because I want that ammo crate. I can't help myself. What in the world is this? Why? Why is it always so disgusting and gross every time? All right. Look around. Oh. That looks like a giant grasshopper. Oh, sure. And then there's the rest of the buddies. Does that look like a grasshopper or cockroach? That looks like cockroach or a locust. Well, they're technically not as aggressive. They just stood there while I shot them. Which is fine. That's how we like it. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Oh, holy cow. What in the world are you? Like alien meets cockroaches. A chitmore. Ah, oh my god. Okay, it would have been nice to know that these things can jump like forever. Ladies. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm done. I'm done. I will see you later. Okay. So, IRL. Oh my gosh. What in the world is going on down here? IRL. Right? I don't care how many weapons you give me. I'm headed in the other direction. And I am going as far away as I can with my hand on a detonator that blows up the planet. Not the site, the planet. Okay? These things must not ever survive anywhere. Where are we going? This is not how I operate. Where's my save button? God dang it. Oh, I hate this mod. Oh my god. Right? It's so clean in here, but still. My heart is going about 100 miles a minute. And it's only rated out at 2. So that tells you we are in trouble. All right. Okay. Okay. And then no matter how freaked out and grossed out I am, there's always time to loot. There's always time to loot. All right. This is stealing. Why is this stealing? Why is it? Everything else you can take, but you can't take the coffee? Are you kidding me? I can take the booze, but I can't take the coffee. What in the world is wrong with you people? All right, you know what? The guy that made this mod lives in Seattle. Yeah. Starbucks enthusiast. Okay. If you are human and can read this, dramatic pause there. If you are human and can read this, I have hidden my ID card below the blue bucket in the archive to avoid detection by station systems. Whatever is hunting us appears to sense where we are. Perhaps removing my ID card from my jacket will mask my location from it. I will hide in the laboratory break room and seal the access door. Office manager barricaded himself in the storage office. I have no idea where the security guard went. He is not in his office. Heard gunfire below the maintenance bay a few hours ago. This is actually worse than the at Hell's Gate mod, I tell you. It's creeping me out worse, something worse. Something is wrong with this whole situation. Does no one see the obvious? These insects are too dumb to trap us like that. And how did they get to the station? What if someone brought them here on purpose? I think the pilot and security guard are in on it. Bob. Bob's your guy. I tell you. Okay. What's this? Janitor. Requires key. All right. All right. That ain't the blue thing he was talking about. He said he hid it under something blue. Okay. Do I have to read it again? I probably do. I'm still stuck on the fact that that is stealing. Now, the other thing I'm stuck on is if you are human and can read this. Okay, if I wasn't human and can't read this, I wouldn't be able to get it up in the first place. That sounded not the way I intended, but okay, here we go. Is in the laboratory break room. I will. Oh, he's hiding there, but he is going to. I've hidden my ID card below the blue bucket in the archive. Okay. Below the blue bucket in the archive. Where's the archive? Do I have to go out there again? God. Seriously, that is about as close as I ever want to get to them. Okay. Below the blue bucket in the archive. What is that? Flight deck. Blue bucket. This is not the archive. So this is not the way. Somebody shoot me now, man. Come on, man. Is there... Oh no. This is somebody who barricaded themselves in. Okay. That didn't work out too well for them. Storage container. So something that jumped out of there. You would have... Oh my god, not the one! Okay.
Something may be nearby.
You think so? Can't be that thing I'm shooting at right there, huh?
Seems we are clear.
How you gonna say that? Do you not see the thing I'm shooting at? Oh my gosh, ladies. I'm looking for the archive, okay? Somebody just tell me where the archive is. And why hasn't our friend in the red suit come back yet? Or come down yet? He's the one that got it open after we failed to find whatever it is he sent us on a wild goose chase for. Okay. Blue bucket archive. Which does not look... Okay. Blue bucket archive. Alright, this is a janitor closet. Oh my god. Alright. Blue bucket archive. Blue bucket. This ain't the archive, is it? Alright. Well, neither one of them are really technically blue. Oh, hey. I could use a drink right now. God dang it. Hit the spot. Why don't you? Okay. Alright. Blue bucket. Blue bucket. Nope. Alright, come on. We got blue bucket archive. Ladies, come on. Make yourself useful. Alright. Well, first, archive. Where's the archive? I'm not happy. Alright, wait. This is the way we came in. This is the way. Excuse me. You ladies stay where you are. Broham.
The cool thing about
Fair.
levelboards, you lose a lot of profit. And the risk...
Alright, what is life on Mars like?
The blue sun? What about the taste of metal?
Okay. Gus. Or Gus. That's my son's name. Why am I calling him Gus? You know why? Because talking to him right now is like talking to my 7-year-old. Okay. I get a lot, but nothing. You know what I mean? There's a lot of words, but not really saying much of anything. That's my little buddy, though. That is my little buddy. Okay, so we got to figure out where the blue bucket is. Where in the blazes is the blue bucket? All right, so some helpful tips for this mod. We shouldn't be stuck like this right about now. Okay, the fact that we were able to get in is not good. Is okay and not okay. Tell you the truth. One, don't send us on a wild goose chase to find something that isn't there, and then have him open the passageway that is supposedly blocked, but he's glitched out right now. So, okay, this is the archive. Okay. Well, it's the archive computer, so this is the archive. All right, well, so he's glitched out, and there's nothing we can do, and then there's a blue bucket somewhere in here. Ah. There it is. Sweet. All right, where was I? Where did we go? Can I close this? All right, I forgot where I needed the card for. Oh, here. Wait, only C8. This is what? Then what did I get the card for? All right, this is the flight deck. Is there another place to use the card? What card did I pick up? I done forgot already. Let's see. All right. Oh, gosh darn it. Well, you're gonna throw money at us and food. You know, it can't be all bad. But still. Alright. Alright, where's this supposed to go? I don't know. I don't know. Let's go back and read this. Well, because it's going to tell me. Alright, so. I've hidden my ID card below the blue bucket in the archive to avoid detection by the station systems. Whatever is hunting us appears to sense where we are. Perhaps removing my ID card from my jacket will mask my location from it. I will hide in the laboratory break room and seal the access door. Okay, so we found the office storage manager. I have no idea where the security guard went. All right, laboratory break room. That's janitor. We don't have the janitor, that whatever key. I really don't like going up and down these stairs because it's just not my favorite thing to do. Makes me feel better. Okay, so this is the archive. This is the archive. Now we're looking for the lavatory access. All right. What does that say? Archive. See? Archive. Oh, wait. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold up. Ladies, okay, you're good now. Alright, what is this place? What is this place? Loadmaster, so that's not it. And there's nothing we can do here until we get a power cell. Okay. So We find ourselves back outside now. If anything, there should have been like a power cell hidden underneath here or something, right? Just so you can get to it. Because there are no... If you haven't noticed, there are no shacks around here. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for that. And if this is a shack, put a door on it. Put a door on it. You know? Ain't asking for a ring, just put a door. So now what we're doing is we're taking our little access card and we're going to look around here extremely as much as we can to see what we can find. Can't believe we're going to spend all this time looking for nothing. Looking for nothing. Much ado about nothing. Okay. Let's check this. And then this is on me, but let's check this area here real quick. Make sure there is no like. Okay, you're supposed to put your card somewhere, but AV, not there. So there is no place to like put your card, right? So that's not what we're trying to do. See, so yeah, this. Oh wait. Nothing. All right. God dang it. It's the cafeteria. Dang it. Everybody wants to make your life harder. Okay. I was thinking maybe that was the thing. We're getting to the 2 thumbs down point of our endeavor at this point, because right now it's not okay. You know what I'm saying? It's like, now don't get me wrong, because I could have been running around not paying attention, and you know, you're sitting there watching a video and you're like, dude, the what's the name is right there, the battery is right there, the battery is right there, and then I could tell you I'm clicking buttons, I'm trying to, and no joy. There is no joy in Mudville this evening, as Casey, mighty Casey, has struck out. So yeah, I mean, what are we gonna do? We're gonna play Superman. That's what we're gonna do. All right, so we were just in there. Yep. Were we in there? Probably. Yep. That was the archives. Are we just gonna jump into space and then blow everything up from space? that is kind of where we're leading right now. Okay, do we YOLO it and jump over the side there? Okay, I'm assuming that is the crater. Ooh. And we're sitting here on the edge. So, right now, an hour or so into it, uh-oh, the door is closed. Who closed the door? Did you close the door? Who closed the door? Emily, stop messing around.
Baroon names sound like expensive cigarette brands.
Okay, dude, seriously. Seriously, man. I'm at a loss. I am at a loss. Thing is, I would love to find a battery just sitting around in here. I'll take it outside and try to go down the normal pathways, but dude, right now, of all the crap that I have found in this place, the one thing I have not seen is a battery. And it's getting extremely frustrating at this point. You know what I mean? Because at this point, I would be like, okay, what testing have you done at this point? Seriously, I have to question it, right? Because I'm like, at some point, you would have played through this, and you have to really, literally think to yourself, was it extremely difficult for me to surmise where the battery was? Right? Now, I don't know if you're watching, and unfortunately, this is a verified modder, but if you're watching, did you ever find yourself in here looking for the battery? Because there's limited places out there where the battery could be. And then, okay, wait, let's go up here. So basically So everything that I've done so far, like right now, we don't know why that guy, how he got this opened and why. Okay, so now that we read that, and this is the part that, okay, literally sucks. Okay, so do you see that? I can jump down there, or, because it's not clear one way or the other, or I can jump down there. And it's not clear that that's what you're supposed to do. Okay. That is not what you're supposed to do. He said he was going to jump down and try to clear a way through. Yep. Okay. It's not what I wanted to do. See, so right now I got to tell you, if I'm even on the right track right now, it's not because your mod made it clear. Right? It's not because it's clear I'm on the right track. Is that the hunter? Is that the hunter? All right. This is a snapshot of the last known location before the shut down. Unlock the office. I think I've just unlocked everything. Jonesy flight plan. Dust storm is approaching the station. Skeleton crew of 5 is set to close the station and take the Jonesy to fly back to. The Jonesy will arrive. Blah blah blah. All right. Bob is your uncle. Did I just open the door for him? Why am I taking the bullets? I don't know. I don't need them. I did. I think I just let him out. And just so we're all clear and on the same page, that was not my intent. He was just there. Emily, you go first. No! Oh my god, that was hilarious. And that was coming back too. Em, you stay out of the way, babe. Obviously, we got a maniac loose with some grenades. Okay. Seriously? Was this open before? Was that open before? That I didn't have to jump down that one place? And then now the question is, how stupid am I? Okay. All right. Just so we are all on the same page here. You couldn't even get me to act in a movie and do this, let alone do this in real life. Only Bob's hacked keycard would work. Well, something better work here. So, as I was saying upstairs, that this isn't clear, and I guess that's the thing too, you know. But right now, I am just stumbling into things. So if I'm progressing, it's not because it's clearly written out or like have clear direction. This is how I'm supposed to go. That does not sound good. This does not sound like a place I want to be. Computer requires key. Are you serious? Okay, so we need Bob's hacked key card. Who's Bob? Is Bob outside still standing around waiting for us to find that stupid battery? Which is fine if I could find the stupid battery. I see how you're doing. I see how you're doing. You're like placate him with some money. Yeah, he's not gonna complain as much as long as he's getting all this money. That's only partly true. Because once I've collected all the money, then I'm gonna just go back to complaining. Okay? So that was a poor attempt on your part. A bit short-sighted, if you ask me. Because look, once I'm done collecting the loot, guess what? I got nothing else. Ooh. All right. Okay, tranquility. I'm gonna drink that. I didn't even check to see if that coffee was stealing or not. Pack of smokes. Why is this? Why is this open? Oh yeah, that's not open. It's glass. Okay. Andrasia, is that you? Why are you all geared up and she's not? I'm halfway geared up. My question is, are we following the big guy? To what end? Break room. I'm telling you, man, it would just be nice if there was a power cell. Well, there's somebody right there. Just sitting around waiting for us. So I can grab that and go the way the mod intends me to go. But I gotta be honest with you. That ship is about sailed. Well, it's not. It hasn't sailed. It's in dock, getting ready to go. It's loading up the last bit of the supplies. I'm trying not to feel like I've just wasted a good 2 hours of my life here. I think, and I'm just trying to remember if this was a paid mod or not. If it was, I'm going to be really pissed. All right. I don't know that. Okay. Seriously. I need Bob's hacked key card. Where is Bob's hacked key card? Okay. It was not a heat leech. All right, fine. I told the engineer, I told the chief engineer something was moving in one of the crates that came in recently. He said it's probably just a heat leech. Now that same crawling sound is in the elevator shaft at night. When I clean the cafeteria after the shift, I can hear that chirping sound. I don't know where to find Bob's key card is. Uh-huh. Where'd that thing go? Trust me, if I find, oh my goodness, you see, look, so it's not like I haven't missed something, because you can see I can miss things. Okay, look, mechanical lock disengaged for the security deck office. All right, maybe we need to go back up and look at these. Right, cafe, cargo. All right. Does this do anything? It does nothing. Is that the way we came in? I can't remember. I think it is. It is. But how did we get back up there the other way? There's stairs right next to it. Why didn't we get a chance to take the stairs? All right, so there's a cafeteria. Isn't it supposed to be open? Bob's hacked key card. God dang it. The flight deck was supposed to be open. Why is it not open? Okay, where's that blue bucket? Hey, all right. still stealing. God dang it. I almost want to take it so somebody would come down here and... It's the security guard. Alright, something is wrong with this whole situation. Does no one see the obvious? These insects are too dumb. What if someone brought them here on purpose? Okay, we've got that part. Alright, I will hide in the laboratory break room and seal the access door. Officer manager barricaded himself in the storage room. We saw that. I have no idea where the security guard went. He is not in his office. Alright. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's why sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. When you're trusting mods like this, right? Remember, that's why it takes so long to... Can we move stuff? Can we get in there? Come on now. Is there another way into the security office? Look, there's stuff in there. Wait. Boom. What? Immature taxi warrior. Office manager ID key card. Alright. Okay. So the station was overtaken by these things. They took over the main elevator and staircase. The engineer went down to the opposite end of the storage and disappeared into that slime area and did not come back. I can see it from the window. I will stay barricaded here until the rescue team arrives. Something is wrong with the janitor. He appeared a week before these things started appearing. I saw him sneak down to the laboratory, and he appears to be the only one that gets past these things. If we don't get out and the rescue team finds this, it was the janitor. What didn't the other thing said it was the... It did say... Excuse me. I can't remember. Because what means most to me is loot. Okay. And then, can I take that stuff down? All right. Are you kidding me? It has such a deep voice for such a little thing, little bitsy thing. What in the world, man? Excuse me, ma'am. There we go. All right, I'm going to say this has been a very lucrative, if not frustrating, trip. How long have I got? An hour and 45 minutes already. And I still have no clue what. And then, you know what? What is also going to be frustrating? There's no way to jump out of here as I jump out of there. All right. Bob's your uncle. So we found one card. Find a way into the Loadmaster's office. God dang it. See, that's the other thing. This thing is still stuck on getting into the Loadmaster's office. Seriously, dude? Forest for the trees, man. Forest for the trees. Getting into the Loadmaster's office is kind of secondary now. It's like we're deep in the poop at this point. We're like, ooh, wait. Modified. Oh, dang. I couldn't. Oh, engineer. So it wasn't an engineer, that's for sure. Whoa. Okay. What happened to the engineer? Oops. God dang it. He might have had the what's the name on him. Can I undo? I got the janitor ID card. I got the office manager ID card. what's the name? What's the other one? The Bob's hacked one. Did I get that one? Okay. Come on. That's not okay. That's not okay if he disappeared. Right? I mean, granted, that was one mod glitching with the other, but I should be able to find his body somewhere. Come on, man. In case you're wondering what I'm saying is, Shade's immersive looting is the one that gives you the option to strip them of everything, right? And then, so when I hit that, that's when the body disappeared. And the problem could be is that it disappeared because of the conflict with Shade's immersive looting. It didn't want you to do that. And it wanted me to take everything that was on him. Just not everything. And then so when I hit that, I might have caused it to glitch out, which in truth might have been the candle that broke the straws back. What's the mat? What is it? What? Something that breaks the straws back. Something. So right now, there's no undo, and then I haven't been saving really, so I'm not willing to go back and do all this crap all over again. So we have to really hope that that body didn't have anything important on it. Because if it did, we're screwed. Absolutely 100%. Basically, we have to hope that the Bob's key card wasn't on that body. Because I think here... Alright. I'm just gonna play a little bit longer until some things start to make sense or start to see. And I hate to be the person that stands here and says, lecture you on how to do these things, but it's kind of like you can't do these things in a vacuum, right? And what I mean by that is if you and say it was like a 4 or 5 man team that put this together, all 4 or 5 of you know exactly what's supposed to happen. So you kind of know what you're supposed to do. And it's in those cases where if you don't completely figure that out, or have somebody run through that has no clue, there's no way you can see, oh, this isn't directly, it's not intuitive. They don't directly see that that's what they have to do next. They don't see that that's where they need to go next. See, and then the problem that we run into here is that my mission is still out here. So my objective is still to get over here. So that's the main objective. And what I was told to do was go into one of the shacks that don't exist here. Right? There is no shack here. And to get a power cell. That's most likely where they would have been stored, inside of a shack somewhere. And then we would place said power cell right here. Right? Turn the power on. And then that will open the hatch for us. The problem is one of two things. there is no shack here to find a power cell in. And if you did place a shack somewhere, you didn't place it within a reasonable amount of distance for me to want to look for it, right? And what that means is it should be in my line of sight. No matter what, it should be in my line of sight. If I have to trek way out of the way to find just a loose shack of a building, that's not okay. That's not okay, because I'm not going to think. No, you're not going to think that, oh, I need to go look over here or look over there, or yeah, I need to drive 20 miles that way, to find it. So, and then right now, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm kind of like running around the outskirts of where this building is, thinking, well, maybe there's a shack somewhere, like a little shack that's just standing on his lonesome. And that isn't okay either. So right now, there should be a shack. And then unfortunately, no. All right, so I can fast travel back, which is good for me, still bad for you, and bad for the audience, and bad for anyone watching this, because, again, what's going on here? So right now, we got no shacks, we got no power cell, and then the power cell would have did exactly, or should have did exactly what you intended. That is, get us into the tunnels, and then we could get attacked as much as you want from inside the tunnels. And if that is the shack that you're talking about right there, Andreja, you have got to be effing kidding me if that is actually the shack. You see what I'm looking at, guys, right here? There's no freaking way. So here's our shack, dude. What did I say over there? It has to be in line of sight. It has to be in our line of sight, somewhere where we can see and get to. Don't try to placate me with money also, and ammo. No, that's unforgivable. Are you freaking serious? You set it over here? How long are we into this? A good hour and a half in this place. Maybe a good hour and 15, 20 minutes. And that's it. That's where the shack is? Dude. That's unforgivable. Now, what was going on over there, though? Because I'm going to say we kind of wasted a lot of our time over there. Because somehow that opened. What was that all about? It's time to kill some baddies. I'm annoyed. Ladies, I'm annoyed, but I don't know if I'm that annoyed. I think I'm about to become more annoyed in a minute here. Seriously.
Oh, you made it. Can you switch on the airlock?
I think we're down one. I don't want to listen to playing anymore. I'm done. I'm ready to go. Get in my ship and leave, man.
Electrical systems on. Oh, this is bad. The warehouse and laboratory sections show above normal temperature and air humidity. If we cross-check that against the door sensors... No. This is bad. High humidity in 2 areas and a cluster of concentrated door sensor pings inside those rooms. Something is guarding these rooms, and it does not appear to be human. There are door sensor pings from 4 different ID cards. However, these pings are from several weeks ago.
There should be a couple from me just a little bit ago.
Here's the plan. Your first task is to make contact with 4 station crew members.
They're dead.
They were the skeleton crew tasked with sealing the station before the Jonesy would fly them to Sidonia.
Mm-hmm.
My guess is they're not alive anymore.
You would be correct.
Bring me the ID cards if you can.
All right, I got a couple.
The crew consisted of an engineer, office manager, security guard, and janitor. I would also recommend checking the security office computer. Perhaps it can help you with the mission. This is weird. Someone sealed several doors and security gates inside the laboratory. However, the door sensors down there did not detect any ID cards. Try to find a way into the laboratory break room. Perhaps someone is alive down there. Oh, and be careful if you find the janitor. Something's off. Any questions?
What do you know about the janitor?
The employee data for the janitor is basically not existing. Like, no data. Just a name. Bob.
Bob's your uncle.
Not even a family name.
What do you think is causing the temperature and humidity changes?
My guess, out of control cleaning robots or space monsters.
All right.
I'll wait here. Come back when you find everything. Oh, and be careful. I can't fly spaceships. If something happens to you, I'm stuck here.
Which way am I going in? So, in truth, I don't think I fixed anything. Or... What's our way in? That ain't the way in. Okay. Alright. My son's getting antsy. We're gonna have to go check on him soon. All right, so we're right back where we were before. We've checked everything. We've already ran into these folks. We know Bob's your uncle. We know all that. The problem is we're not going to be able to get the engineer's ID unless he respawns back down there where he was. And then I don't get the bright idea of stripping him for all of his loot again. And we didn't get lucky. We did not get lucky. That should have been a hard thing. No matter what, it should be, that guy can't glitch out. Why do I say that? Because remember, he gave us 4 objectives. Well, more than 4 or 5. But there were 4 things that we have to bring back to him. One is the engineer's ID. If the engineer is gone, we can't get that back to him. So we will never finish this quest. So it's kind of at that all for nothing stage right now. This requires a key. Only Bob's hacked key card. Well, that's fine and dandy, except for one thing. That Bob is the one person we have not found. Okay? And that one's kind of frustrating in a sense. Okay, well now this works. Okay. Seriously? Security. Alright, something is hunting us. This all looks too well timed to be an accident. The new janitor shows up and no one knows. Then these things come crawling out of the elevator shaft. Something is trying to isolate us, so we do not organize a defense. These insects are too dumb for that. Which one is that? You see how that is Shade's immersive looting. Okay. So right now, we already been in here. Things could be different this time around because of certain things, but nope. Let's see if this panel actually works now. It does not. Does this work now? It does not. Okay. So let's go back in. Alright, so we know that door is now active. And now we gotta go, so the problem is, and what's I'm most worried about is Bob's key card. Well, not worried about. Wait a minute. Are you telling me this doesn't go up any further? Then we need to go down further. Sorry, ladies. I went the wrong way. Alright, so now this is security. We already know that one thing was here and it's gone now. We gotta find Bob's hacked key card. We already know that doesn't work. Inaccessible. All right. Okay. And then we get to the security computer, unlock. All right. Mechanical lock this gate. Mechanical locks disengage. Airlocks between cafeteria and flight deck. Okay. Cargo flight deck. Cargo elevator location. Air staff shaft obstruction. Okay. Main elevator. Air shaft obstruction. Okay. All right. All right. And okay. No additional. All right. So we got to go down some more. Yes, I know. Don't like it. I don't like it. All right, we're down at the laboratory. This door should work now. Requires key. Okay. We will look one more time and see if we can find ourselves a key. We gotta move everything. This requires Bob's hacked key card. Well, god dang it! If you're requiring it, give it to us. Is Bob the janitor? Yes, Bob is the janitor. Find the break room. Find the engineer key card. Okay. My son is like, your mother's here. Your mom's here. All right. I heard something. But what is it? Oh, that. All right, so let's. How do you get in? Wait. God dang it. Okay. Find engineer. Oh, God. I told you. I told you. Oh, my God. Seriously. We're screwed. And it's kind of my fault, right? Because, yeah, I tried using the shade immersive loot on them. Immersive looting. Instead of just pulling everything off of them first. But the problem is, okay, wait. This is the door we're looking at from the other side. Oh my God. All right, before I make that trek all the way back up there to try to figure out, we're going to do two things. It's cheaty, but I'm just fed up with this. So we're going to try this first. And then I don't think this is going to work because I don't think this is what we think it is. God dang it. Stand back, everybody, because I'm an idiot. Okay, all right. What is that? Door. Okay. All right. Probably won't do anything there. But let's see. Did it do anything? think you need a key card no matter what, so this is not going to do anything for us. Okay. Oh, wrong button. Is that the right one? Or is it? Okay, so this is the right one before. Well, let's see. God dang, I keep hitting tab. Let's just see. Nope, didn't work. So that ain't it. That ain't a thing. Hey, I'm going back to Skyrim days, right? I don't even know why I'm squatting. Okay, so see right here. This is where you probably put the engineer's key card, so we can get in there. Right here, it's just a gate, and I think that's the door we're looking at. So even if we go around to the other side and open that door, it doesn't do us any good, right? Without the engineer key card, which any one of their key cards should work for the gosh darn break room, not just the engineers. We need to get in there. So let's give it a minute. Did it do anything? I don't see. Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's see. What we're looking for is something that says engineering key card. Oh, don't even look at me like that. We already know the key card is glitched out, so we don't have it. We don't have a chance in heck finding it at this point. So there it is. So FDOC 0036. All right. Remember, oh God, you got to be able to spell when you do these things. Which one comes first? I think it's this one first. So FD, we're going to say 0C. Is that a C? That's a C. It's a C. 0036 and 1. Okay. We're going to try an O at this time. All right. O. Let's see. Could not parse line. And it could be that I just don't know the code anymore. But if I'm not mistaken, this is supposed to be the code. And then one way we can test it real quick here. Did it say could not parse line? Okay. So let's do this. Help player. Give it a moment. All right, so let's go back up a little bit real quick here. Let's see. And then what I'm looking for is okay. Player. No. Let's see. don't see. I'm looking for look for different commands that for the player itself specifically, and I don't see it. So it could have changed. So that failed miserably. So, guys, this is what probably is going to happen. I'm going to run back here real quick because I'm about done. I've taken way more time than I wanted to on this. And I'm going to say it's a big 2 thumbs down at this point. Seriously, straight up. It's not as bad as this other mod that I did. It was an alternate start mod that basically just started you in the middle in a box that you couldn't get out of. So it's not that bad, but I gotta be honest with you, you know what I mean? And then who knows? I might come back from a save point when we first get there. Now I know where the shack is. And then it probably could just work out just the way it's supposed to, right? But right here is where the body glitched, right? So let me just quit main menu. Load. All right, so we would have to go back. I don't know. What time is it now? Over 30 minutes ago, there was let's try this, see where this is. It might be frozen. It might be like, yeah, no, we're not going anywhere. So, hold on. So, oh, it is still in. So, right there. Immersion completely broken. Mod, 2 thumbs down with the possibility of gaining back half a thumb. See, that is what happened. That is what happened. But it means nothing. Every time we come by there, there's less of them there than where there was in the beginning. Whoa. What happened to you?
Oh, you made it. Can you switch on the airlock?
All right, Broham, you better hurry this up, man, because you already pretty much lost me on this one. Oh, I'm in your spot. Go ahead, take your spot, man. Don't be busy.
Okay, let's see. Atmospheric pressure nominal.
Where's the skip button?
Oh, this is bad. The warehouse and laboratory sections show above normal temperature and air humidity. If we cross-check that against the door sensors... No. This is bad. High humidity in 2 areas and a cluster of concentrated door sensor pings inside those rooms. Something is guarding these rooms, and it does not appear to be human. There are door sensor pings from 4 different ID cards. However, these pings are from several weeks ago.
Yo, dude, I've been trying to listen to the plan.
So, here's the plan.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They would...
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This is what... So,
Don't worry, man.
well, the door...
I'm in there now. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. Nope. I'm ready.
I'll wait here. Come back when you find everything.
Yeah.
Oh, and, be careful.
Yeah. No. Fully intend to. All right. I don't care about these things. Let's go. Let's get this thing finished. Over with. My son's waiting on me. Oop. Alright. Just in case, but we already know. God dang it, those things are terrifying and ugly. Whoa, yes. Alright. Down. We're going downtown. Wait. There's no... Okay. Going all the way down. Nope. All the way down. Mm-hmm. Okay. Maybe we went too far. Yep, I missed the what's-the-name's room. How did I miss the what's-the-name room? God dang it. Emily.
What's up?
I'm wondering the same thing. What is wrong with you? You need to go, like, lay down or something. Okay, wait. Okay. So it's not here. How did we get in here in the first place? Did we jump down? Yeah, we jumped down. Okay. And then Let's go and investigate up here real quick. God dang it. Where's that one door with the security guard? There it is. God dang it. There he is. Alright, we got all the keys. And all the loots. Okay. And then that just leads out to the flight deck or wherever heck it is. Alright, what's the last thing? Alright, find the break room. We know where the break room is. Really? Where's my what's name? Oh, there it is. Alright. Return to the... Are you... You have got to be effing kidding me. We went through all that. Come all the way down here. She's completely glitched out. And now we got to go all the way back up and out. Can I fast travel? No. Reason is I don't trust it. She's glitched out already. Okay, this part is not okay. Especially if he sends us right back down. You know what I'm saying? That would be pointless and stupid. Alright? You already got major strikes against you already. On this one. So I'm not going to be forgiving of pointless back and forth like this. You should have wrote it in that the guy, you know, is able to talk to you in your ear. Did you find the keys yet? Okay, I'll be right down. But having to go all the way back out and then possibly having to come all the way back in, that's just idiotic. Especially since this hasn't been straightforward. What the F do you want, man?
You have everything?
Have it all here.
Great. This should help me with the override code. You find anything dangerous down there?
Tons.
This is why I hire people with guns for this type of work. What about the crew?
All dead.
Whatever happened on the Jonesy is connected to what happened here. Let me see. I should be able to stitch together an override code for the laboratory.
I don't care. I don't want to go back.
Here's what we will do next. We go down to the laboratory. I want to see what is in that break room. Wait for me at the break room entrance. I will be there with you in a few minutes.
That's not okay. You know what I mean? Because that is a conversation we could have had over an earpiece. But to have to track this way, all this way back, that's poor. That's poor. Straight up poor. Now again, like I said, there's probably some things here that's my fault, right? But I gotta be honest with you. Had I not been able to get in here the first time, I just think there's a lot that can be done to clean this up. And this back and forth thing, that's not one. That's something that needs to go. Well, at least Emily's fixed.
I hope this override code works.
If it didn't, I was going to shoot you.
Be careful. It's too quiet.
Okay, I was going to say, janitor wasn't looking like that.
He had it figured out.
He's still all broke up.
You probably have a million questions right now. I should explain. You see that Argos employee I told you about on Jonesy? That disappeared and was never seen again. Someone found him. I found him. 130 years ago. I'm much older than that. At least 7 centuries. I lived on your homeworld since before your kind invented rocket engines.
So you caused all this.
I'll start at the beginning.
Please don't. I'm fed up and tired
My
now.
earliest memories are from your homeworld. 7 centuries ago. A place called Central America. I was more of an animal than what I am now. I acted on impulse, hunting and consuming animals. Especially goats. I ate a lot of goats. Your kind even gave me a nickname for it. Not that anyone ever saw my true form. So, anyways, about 130 years ago, this guy in a red spacesuit finds me lying in the dunes. I took his shape in a spacesuit. It is not perfect. However, from a distance, or in a crowd of people wearing spacesuits, you get what I mean. A few months ago, my prey got away and fled to the station. I chased him to the station and had to dispose of witnesses. I dragged the pilot to the Jonesy and set its flight computer to leave the solar system. It should have drifted out into the Blackest Sea. So I walked back to Sidonia, and weeks later I heard conversations of a derelict ship circling Pluto. So, my kind, I can go without food for 4 years. So, where was I? Oh, so I had to find someone, in this case you, to help me get to the Jonesy. Make sure no one found the course before and no one could trace it back to this place. So far the plan worked. Unfortunately, I have to leave you here. Yes, at first I wanted to, on the flight deck. Oh, something is wrong about you. It's hard to explain. It feels like you're not from here, not from this world. So I had to find a way to trap you in here. I hoped the Kataxi would take you out. Just to clarify, I had nothing to do with these things. They must have been stowaways on a cargo delivery. If anyone finds the station in this condition, the Kataxi will have disposed most of the evidence. So that's it for me. Farewell, stranger.
have my attention.
Be ready to fight. So, what we just did was play an elaborate game of Among Us. Yes. Exactly. You could have killed them while you were out there. All right. Where's that other little thing? You could have killed that one too.
It was the janitor, wasn't it? That idiot booby-trapped the gate lock mechanism for the entire floor. I guess we're both stuck in here.
Seriously. We'll take that. That. All right. Bob's your uncle. I gotta admit, that fight was he shouldn't have been like that. That fight should have been felt like somebody, like they snuck up behind me or something. So here's, oh god. Maybe a big one somewhere around here. Just want to open that daggone door. I got his card. What are you talking about? So that was the way. And this won't open, right? Okay. We still gotta get out of here. Still gotta get out of here. Still gotta get out of here. Do you hear it? I am not happy. We will get off this planet. And we will never come here again. Never come here again. I tell you right now. God dang it. Get down. Stop playing. Be ready. Girls? Ladies? Ladies? Come on now. I just want to know what happened to the biggin. Alright, you'll make your way out. I might have to fight the biggin by myself. What happened to the biggin? Okay. Oh god, she's glitching again. On that note, as we wait to see the headed person, look at that. Footprints, footsteps, and everything. Totally glitched. But we made it out. Andresia's just chilling, partying, whatever, you know. I don't even want to ask what she's doing with the corpses. But we made it out. 1.5 thumbs down. Again, it might have gone off a little bit different had I not spent an hour and a half looking for something that was hidden out of sight. If you're asking me where should the shack be, it should be either over here or on the other side, right? Just sitting there. That makes sense for where a shack would be. And if you're not going to put it there, you see that little building like right there? Right there, yeah. That makes sense for that to be the shack. You know what I mean? Because all it is a little fetch thing, right? So the shack should be like hanging out right in here, or right there, or it could be right there, right? So then you run out and you go grab what you needed from the shack. Again, what I'm talking about is line of sight. Line of sight. The shack is nowhere to be seen. I can't tell where. Gosh. So that's not okay. So then you somehow open the door for me anyway, right? I go in, but he's still there because the door is not supposed to open, but somehow it opens. I go in, I do all kinds of stuff. The engineer glitches out. So now I got to figure out how I'm going to get that fixed. And ultimately, I had to go back and play from another part. And I could have done that and just said, screw it. I could have figured out, hey, luckily there was a autosave. Her booty looks so good right there. Gosh. So that, right? But, I mean, it has promise, but there's some tweaking that still needs to be done. And then when we get all the way down there and do this, and then we got to come all the way back out here. But then again, part of that is my frustration at that point. I'm frustrated and annoyed by that time. And then So, okay. We've been at this long enough. All right. So this is where we call it. Thanks for joining in. This is the Crater 87 mod. I can't remember if I had to pay for it or if it was free. If I had to pay for it, I'd be more annoyed than I am now once I figured that out. But again, don't let my mistakes sway your judgment, right? Because like I said, I'm speaking from a point of frustration at this moment. If we cut out all the stuff that frustrated me, all in all, I mean, it's all right. It's not bad. You know what I mean? There's some things we can tweak. But that's it. All right, guys. Thanks for jumping in. Next time we will be doing the Veil, right? We're going to take Emily Archer home and figure out what's going on with her, and then eventually get her to the point where she's not following me everywhere. And we're not even guaranteed of that. So I don't know. But that's our next step. And then after that, it's either we might jump back and do some deputized, or we might even do, what's his name? Sam Coe. Get him part of the crew. Okay. All right, guys. We will see you next time. All right. Bye.